MSNBC's Hallie Jackson is covering the Trump campaign. She joins us live now from Trump Tower here in New York. Hallie, let's talk about at least what you're hearing regarding this big immigration speech in a few days from now.
Well, there had been conflicting messages on this, Tamron, whether it would even happen, but Donald Trump himself now announcing that he will be delivering this policy speech. His running mate, by the way, promising that there will be some clarity in this speech over the next couple of weeks. So you've got Trump, who's had this muddled message, as you pointed out, on specifically what he would do about the so-called deportation force, something that he's been talking about since November, what to do with these estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants living in this country. But additionally, you've got some questions now about even his wall, for example. You have some of his surrogates now saying that Donald Trump, when he talks about the wall, is also talking about not just a physical wall, but a technological or a virtual wall, raising some questions about what exactly that means. Trump has avoided largely these specifics at his rallies over these past couple of weeks as questions about his immigration policy have come up, leaving it to his team, leaving it to his advisors to try to clarify out there in public. But what you've seen, Tamron, is a series of mixed messages, even though those surrogates insist that Trump's policy has been consistent. What it's been, frankly, is a question mark.
Well, and going on to the amnesty or some type of legal status, Donald Trump did say last week that he would look at providing a legal status. He did not call it amnesty. He referred to paying of taxes and a legal status. We know the most hardened on this issue called that amnesty, despite the language Donald Trump chose to use last week. Are we expecting him to erase that from his speech on Wednesday?
I think that what you can expect to see from Donald Trump on Wednesday is whatever Donald Trump wants to talk about. One would imagine that specifying what he's talking about in regard to the payment of back taxes for these undocumented immigrants, for example, which is something that raised a lot of eyebrows, will come up. Of course, he wouldn't call it amnesty, right? That is something that he has railed against in the primaries for months and months. But what is clear is that Donald Trump has some questions to answer.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.